Oh no, that's a school trip. So what's up everyone, welcome to part 1 of day 4. That's right, we're doing 2 parts today on the New York, New Jersey road to 400. I never really came up with a name for this trip. We're here at Dorney Park for the first time in like nearly 20 years, because probably the same trip that I went to Six Flags on. And I've already given up on my hat because we are, even with the hat yesterday, we are burned. I mean, we got sunscreen, we're using the California thing, we got sunscreen, but it already burns. It is what it is. I have been here a while. They got some good rides like Talon. These 2 coasters in the background are like first new thing for me. Other stuff that we'll show off in a second. And then after this, because we are only staying for a couple hours, I'm gonna be going down to one of my favorite places. That's about an hour away from here. So make sure you check out this entire video to see all that Phoenix action. And you know, the other few rides I still want to do there. What's this? A normal non-spinning, non-themed wild mouse after days of riding multiple wild mice that either spin or win buildings and theming and stuff? I mean, okay. Guess we'll make it first ride today. Honestly, I don't think I rode this one last time I was here. I think it was down. Squeaky Squeak Achieves. I like how these cars, wait for one to come around. I like how they all have different facial expressions, but unfortunately, it looks like the way I was boarded in between a bunch of different camp groups, I'm gonna have to employ yield strategy starting in the back of the park for the rest of the day, which means we gotta wait for later, Talon. I'm sorry, bud. Jen would be sad. Detroit style pizza? We're in Pennsylvania. Yeah, wait a second. They actually still have their old school Gen 1 Enterprise. You know, I'm gonna have to do that at some point today. Things are awesome. And a classic whip. What's the old school flat rides? Let's go. You know how a couple days ago I was at Coney Island riding the 98-year-old Cyclone? That's my 400th coaster. Well, this park has one that's a little bit older. The Thunderhawk here is classic wooden coaster, and by classic I mean it literally celebrated its 100th anniversary last year, 2024. Got a whole bunch of new track work done to it, some spicy new crazy swag going by, and yeah, let's see how it rides after the last 20 years, I guess. Virtual trains and history. It was a landmark. Go Ace or whatever. I don't know. I'm not an Acer. That sounds so weird. I'm sorry. I know the buyout, but it just sounds so weird to hear Six Flags radio at Weird Cedar Fair Park. Alright. Go on in and check it out. See how it rides after the last 100 years. Honestly, I feel like this whole thing's been retracked. I mean, if you look at it, it looks like basically all this is brand new wood. It was super smooth for the most part, except for like one pothole right back there in that little bottom of the curve. But other than that, ride has been super smooth. Not too much forces in terms of like air and lats. But I mean, this is a 100-year-old ride by Herbert Schmeck, PTC. The definition of a classic coaster. So pretty fun. Have some weird little angles to a lot of these curves. Felt like they were banked when they didn't need to be banked. And yeah, happy 100th, Thunderhawk. You do us good. Go ride a classic wooden coaster today. I thought I made this joke yesterday about all scramblers being called Scrambler. Going from one of the park's debatably oldest rides to its newest, 2024 didn't just bring a refurb to 100-year-old Thunderhawk, because they also received a nice little mini B&M dive machine with a slightly more 90-degree drop, and it's got a steampunk theme. Y'all already know exactly how I am about steampunk. I even did this like this whole area. Let's go, let's go. This is one of the things I'm excited for this visit. The Iron Menace. But seriously, mini industrial steampunk land. We got steampunk flyers, the big old coaster port. Look at that entrance, that is beautiful. Theming. And there's a house back there, which I believe that's for Haunt. So check it out if you come here during Halloween time or whatever. Go, flyers, go! We're gonna do some better ones later today. Even the line. Even this line is steampunk themed. Yeah, it's probably industrial. I don't care, I'm calling it steampunk. Close enough. What the bus? Okay, theming, I see you. I've experienced the B&M rattle. I don't know why these new B&Ms rattle, but it's a thing apparently, and this one definitely does on that last turn. What's to say about this except awesome steampunk coaster? I like how it's a different experience on the drop up there. Like if you're in the front, you obviously hang over, but if you're in the back, because you're sitting on top, because it comes like right from the left hill and there's no like turnaround or preamble or anything, it just yanks you over and you go flying over that thing. Yeah, followed by inversions. Not too much force, but a little bit of flow in there. I'd say probably the highlight is the left sequence. Like just starting from the station all the way up the left, there's a bunch of sounds and cues and like storyline stuff, and then you just have to drop. Really, really good. Really good. I'll give it a good out of 10. Guess I may as well while I'm in the area. So next up is what used to be just a haha funny no one cares coaster, but now one of the only few that are left here in the United States of America. So I guess it's kind of cool and unique that it does have one of the Hawaiian brakes on there, I believe. But this was a relocated coaster from another park. Comment down below if you remember, because I didn't write down on top of my head and I'm bad at that. But basically was replacement after what used to be over here. The Boa steam would not operate during my first visit. Huge short top coaster. Rest in peace. It's fine, we got a steampunk area now. But yeah, let's go ride some Voodoo. If you do. I feel like it's gonna be a backseat ride. If this has back spike, I feel like it's gonna be a backseat ride. Cool logo too. So it's kind of spooky theming. If the limbs sound like they're legitimately screaming when you go over them. I don't know if that's a nation thing or if we're just calling that theming, but whatever. Fun little model as always. Front seat I think is a little better because you get more interaction with that big spirally spike and you still get to go decent way up the back, but you want the pure speed of the back spike, back seat. It's a different experience both ways. Iron Mance. Go to Menace. There it goes. With this corner conquered, I think I've pretty much taken care of all the stuff that's been added since my last visit. But ride territory doesn't mean too much considering that it's been nearly 2 decades since my last visit here, and I've never shown off the park, so let's go check out some cool rides. actually think that I enjoy this style of pendulum a little more than the ones that seat outwards. It's definitely a little bit disorientating, just the fact that you're all facing each other or whatever, but you get a little float going up each of the revolutions, so you know me, I'm an airtime guy. It's not bad. Cycle isn't too long, so it's not too bad. Okay, you guys deserve another coaster after all that. How about a classic VH Morgan hyper coaster? The one I was fun was pretty fun last year, or a couple years ago, whenever I went. This one has like the most name of all time. Pillar in the way. That shot was almost good, except for this exact support.
Once seated, fasten your seatbelt and confirm it is secured, then pull down and push up on your lap bar. The operator will be coming around to physically check your lap bar.
Nice little airtime machine. I mean, it does one thing and one thing well, because hypercoaster. I felt like I was in the back row 17 sitting on axle seat. Felt like the first few hills were just all floater, and then even though the trims were in full force, like full stop on those trims, I was still popping out with some decent ejector pops on each of the subsequent hills on the return run, so not bad. I feel like Mamba's a little better just because of turnaround. We have that big intense scooping helix. This one has a nice helix out over the lake, but pretty good ride. We're not sorry for park anymore, and the ops are horrible. I mean, it was one train I was waiting in the station for like a good 5 minutes before I even saw it cycling. The other one was just chomping on the blocks. I don't know. They have good ops out of the park, but this one maybe could use some work. I do like how the park appears to have all the spooky time decorations out full time. This is probably the entrance to the house over here. Back on this side past Thunderbird, turn around. Right there, zoom in on it. Okay, you can't see it through all the wood structure, but that was a pothole in that curve right there. Past this gate, there's another little entryway, which looks like it could be a house. Let me get a good view on it. Zoom. Alright, can't really. There's a little bit. There's some house. There's way too zoomed inside on it. The Summon Center. Maybe not a haunted house, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of room back there in that area. I feel like that's where Dinosaurs Live Tracks used to be, because it looks like some jungly walkthrough, but yeah, it's like a nice big field over there. And then obviously the pathway that the dinosaur stuff went around. So maybe future apply for expansion. Comment down below what you guys would want to see in this park. I guess I should have recorded this pathway of Thunderbird the whole time. That right there, that like dive into this, that's the pothole. That is the one rough spot on the ride, even though this whole thing's been retracked. The rest of it's good, but like when you get to this part, brace yourself.
Yeah, you got first. Alright, so how the power is right here.
Obviously, including Legacy Cedar Fair parks into this trip means only one thing. Meal plan. Unlimited drink plan. And while I didn't really see too much down there, there is something I gotta do. Because when I was at Carowinds earlier this year, it closed down right before I could go in. This place has crazy crab pies and cheesesteaks on the meal plan. Would you believe I walked around for like 5 minutes to find somewhere to sit down with rides in the background? Anyways, let's dig in. We got these crab fries, which are so good. Has a little dippy dip thing there. And more importantly, go to the theme park that has freaking cheesesteaks. How do I pick this up with one hand? Show me another theme park chain that does literally cheesesteak on the freaking meal plan. So good. Back at the top of the hill, the park has a decent looking Planet Snoopy. Of course, nothing's gonna hold a candle to Kings Island apparently. We have the best one, don't worry about it. But wide variety of rides, we have some theming. I want a climbing structure like that at Kings Island. Can we have one of those, please? That's super cool with the waterfall. Not you, Sleepy Fine. Waterfall thing. There we go. And of course, the credit down there, which I did get during my last adventure, so you don't need to see me being sympathetic on that. I already did the Wild Mouse. And that's like in kitty area. Okay, fine, I'll be pathetic, but only because I wanted to walk by the waterfall and I just ate, so I should probably digest a little bit before going on board the coasters. Go on the kitty coaster. At least this isn't Perla. Make them just like a Coney Island. Thunder Creek Mountain is actually a pretty unique little log flume because it's built right into the hill. Like, I think at this, it feels like it's still narrow. I don't know, but you can see as I approach the thing that I probably should have cut to right away. There it is. I don't know if I can make it further, but there it is. You might be able to see it better from the other side. The hill is normal that way going up, but going down the flume is like on the exact slope, so it actually changes its degree of descent along with the hill. Let's see if I can get a better shot from the other side, but it's really cool, really unique. Now I had that backwards. This thing pulls the Wicker Man on the way up the hill. The way down is normal. I mean, as normal as riding down the side of the hill could be. Definitely not narrow though. And of course, moisture check. Can't really see. It's a little bit on there. Shorts. Yeah. It's like an acceptable fun level of wet, not soaking, but I enjoy this kind of flume that in the cement trough that just goes down weird slate drops and has rapids and stuff. I know this is a good one too at Holiday World, and I'm trying to remember some other ones, but I immediately think of Paper Falls at Holiday World. Make sure to check this out. Super unique, super cool. Nice for a hot day. Then sandwiched between the creek and the first few hills of the hypercoaster, steelforesthills.com. We have another thing that's old but new for the park in Demon Drop, which used to live at Cedar Point. We tried this thing all the time when it was over there, but it got transferred over here, and yeah, so thrown today. Some people can count it as a credit because this tracks drop right here. Some people just count it as first gen drop road like it is. I don't care, kind of however you want to. It's a fun ride. Also looks like another haunt back there. That's cool. I kind of want to come here on Halloween though. Looks like they had some good haunts that just set up all over the park. Completely normal and comfortable transition. These first gens are really fun rides though. You get a nice little elevator lift up, then you just kind of right there. The drop is completely unpredictable. Like no signs of anything when it's gonna happen. You just wait for it. Wait for it. There it goes. And then you get the sunbathe for a little bit. My only recommendation if you do ride one of these though is right here, make sure that you lean forward because this snap into this transition, that can be a little jolting. But just like this part right here, I'd recommend leaning forward because that's gonna snap you a little bit. Otherwise, ride's fine. It's awesome. Make sure you go check out First Gen Inman today. Particularly this one, because that is park. Drink plan, icy time. About to get one more ride on Steel Menace, Iron Menace, Vengeance. They all have, why do all these your favorite names have the same name? And then we'll head to the front of the park and show you the last few coasters. Look at the live entertainment schedule for the park, and now I'm kind of sad that I'm doing 2 parks today because I would love to go to the water park and check out some steel drums. That's my jam. I used to play steel drum all the time in high school and college. Would love to get one of those videos like $1,000 billion. I guess if you somehow want to help me afford steel drums one day to help support me on this channel for other things like travel funds to get to this park and the park I'm about to get to in a second, make sure to drop me a tip on ko-fi.com/RayonSkyridge. Well, if you want to buy some trading card stuff, because I do a lot of card game content too, check out my page on TCG Player. Anyways, here's the stream. Steampunk. Here's Steampunk Coaster. Yeah. I'm actually happy there's a station wait now so I can do the park sequence. Check this. Even the trains are themed with lighting package. This thing's insane. Cedar Fair, not Cedar Fair, Six Flags, just do rides like this. Make small, medium rides that have decent theming to them. It's actually pretty insane, I love it. Especially with steampunk. Making my way back up the hill towards the last two rides right now. I will say that this park is a very walk-friendly one. There's a lot of hills and goes in all sorts of circles, but it does feel a little bit more straightforward than something like World of Fun or maybe Holiday World. Not Holiday World, straightforward. Silver Dollar City, that's a good example. You can be doing a lot of walking in the park, but it is pretty easy to navigate even without a map, so good plus there. Also get your steps in, so good plus there. To put things in perspective, Hydra's here was pretty much a brand new ride last time I was here. It replaced the old Hercules coaster that used to go out of the lake, has really cool looking turbo after drop, but I never got to ride obviously. And as you can see, after he was down the drop, we are celebrating the 20th anniversary today, so it's been almost 20 years since I've been to this park. Yeah, Hydra's really cool ride, really unique floorless with a bunch of interesting elements. Even things like this boomerang is awkwardly shaped. And of course, we can't talk about the ride without talking about the JoJo roll, which I'll look for in a second. And this is one of the first rides to ever do its first loop-de-loop right out of the station. It's not a loop, it's an inversion, it still counts. And you just get so much hang time. I actually did another ride with a similar inversion earlier this year, so make sure you check out my video from Carowinds. But yeah, really unique, super custom, B&M floorless coaster. That's a lot of fun. Go take it for a ride. Look at this thing, that's what I'm talking about. It's got random little drops with rapids and stuff. This is the best kind of log flume. How is this ride normal in any way, shape, or form? You got a straight drop into this on a floorless coaster. On a floorless coaster. What's up, Cedar Point? How's it going, Snake River Falls at home? Or here at Dorney Park, which is not home, it's in Pennsylvania, and I just completely lost the thread of it. Emerge. Drop. Make the sequence not awkward. Please.
One eternity later.
There it goes. I think it stays up there a while. Oh, yeah, I guess the sploosh part's over here. That would have been a better shot. Oh, well, too late now. What's up, Cannonball? You like another train, but not as cool as Zephyr. So, you know how we started the day on an orange-yellow roller coaster? What if I told you there's another orange-yellow coaster to end the day on? Well, end this part of the day on. Gotta save the best for last, Jen. This one's for you. Bird Coaster! It's pretty good invert. Definitely better than Banshee. I just love how this park has such weird maneuvers on typical B&M models, like this invert here. Look at this, just look at this section. You have your inline twist barrel roll, 0G roll, which is pretty typical. And it drops down into kind of an Edelman dive loop. I will always say the wrong one. And then this happens. Spiraling helix thing of doom that goes over here into a random airtime hill. There is airtime on this inverted roller coaster. I mean, it's not Afterburn. It's not one of the B&Ms at Busch Gardens. But yeah. That was great. I can see it, Jen. I can see it, Jen. Like top 5 invert. So we'll give a top 5 invert. Unfortunately, that's about that for Dorney Park today. I did end up getting about 20 rides in about 5 hours, so that's pretty solid. But like I said, we're doing 2 parks today. And it's going to take me about an hour and a half to get down to park number 2. So, time to hit the road. See you guys at Knoebels. That face when it's almost Knoebels time. I gotta keep my eyes on the road. I see a sign. You guys see one sign. You guys see one sign. I'm still driving. I'm still walking. I'm still driving. I'm sorry. This is...
Use the left lane to keep left.
Yes. I am the normalest person ever when it comes to seeing anything Knoebels. We're here. Let's go. It's time for Phoenix. Let's go. I'm sorry, you just missed it. You just missed it. I literally put the car in park and just started laughing like a maniac because I'm here at freaking Knoebels. You gotta go fast. Only like 2 hours left, but we got a goal today. We have 3 coasters that were not open last time I was here, and I'm just gonna ride Phoenix. We're gonna ride Phoenix. It's one of my favorite one coasters for a reason. Let's go. Yeah, I got the car right. Gotta get some tickets. Let's go. Great sign as soon as I walk in. Last time Impulse was missing some parts. It was a 2000 visit, so during COVID time, I don't know if that had to do with it, but good to see us already riding. This is thing number 1 of the 3 coasters I need to ride. Nice little inverted Impulse. What is there or something? I don't know. I need to look at the manufacturer before I say it. Yeah, nice little compact ride, kind of like Eurofighter. Gonna try it out as soon as I get my tickets. The park has 2 trains, including this one that goes all the way out into the woods. This is like the most you can see of that before it disappears into the abyss. I did the other one last time. This one I probably won't be able to because it takes a while and they've only got a little bit of time to do, but I have a plan to show you this off next time I'm here. Hopefully you'll see why in a little bit. See, what did I tell you guys before? This place has much better flyers. Things are so good that they actually have competitions during events to see how high you can snap them. And those guys with no regulating speed because you can do some crazy stuff on them. Some of the best flyers in the country. Come check them out. Super happy right now. I thought I was gonna have to resort to getting some individual ride tickets because the Twilight Sundown Special, whatever it's called, wasn't available online. That's a lie, I still got there. I was thinking about spending $30 in tickets just to get 3 coasters I needed plus a couple laps on Phoenix. This is $35. It's $5 more to get unlimited rides for the last 2 hours, so we're doing that. And it's time to ride some rides, so let's go ahead and go to the only one that matters now that I've got limited rides. Honestly, this could be it. This could be the entire video. This could be my entire day, and I wouldn't be any happier. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my number 1 coaster. Well, maybe 2 because apparently I somehow rank voyage higher, but this is the definition of airtime. The definition of small but mighty. The almighty Phoenix. Here at Knoebels. 3-1. Way to go. 1-3. Let's go. I wasted so much time just waiting to do that shot. Let's go. I'm not in line yet. Let's go in line. It's just going to be the crazy Jared hour, isn't it? There is no ride on this planet that has to be granted from ear to ear. That has to be launching out of every single element. This is the reason I became an airtime freak. This. Standing here talking about like every element, freaking double up, double down hill in the middle. Everyone's talking about the last few hills, whatever. Every element. This ride is perfection, ladies and gentlemen. I have to go do some other stuff, but I'll be back. I'll be back after I do the other stuff. I gotta get a couple more rides in. Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is about to be a normalist segment of any video ever. Okay, I said I was gonna do Impulse after I get my ticket, so let's head over there next, even though there's another one of the rides I have to do is like right across from Phoenix. But I need to distract myself from not going on Phoenix a million times. So we're gonna head this way. By the way, it's an awesome vlog from here. I might ride that 5 times. So first new Knoebels credit of the day is going to be the Impulse right back here where I was right. This is a Zaire creation. And this is the park's newest / most thrilling / biggest inverting coaster. It is basically a tower coaster with a vertical drop and a bunch of inversions. So go ahead, see how it rides, see how it compares to something similar. I don't know. This is the Phoenix Park. The rest is just gravy.
Okay. Maybe we'll get the rides back this time.
I hope it doesn't.
Just got off impulse number 1. I was in the back seat, which is whatever. I made some two-row car. I actually got to ride with some people that are new to Cincinnati, so that was kind of cool. Made some new coaster friends. Hopefully see them around. Fun rides. I think like the major part is just the first drop. Obviously, you get a lot of eject out of that, and then the inversion, the inline going through the loop. Nice little bit of hang time there, but besides that, it's whatever. I've heard it's more positives in front. We're gonna try to go around and see if I get front seat. Front seat's a lot better. Just the fact that like you have that feel of the wind, which normally is a thing in front seat rides, but the way that the restraint's made, it has like thing and then the thing in the front. If you actually hold on to the thing in the front, you get into more of a steeplechase style position where you're just kind of leaning over the ride, and that really gives you a good sense of wind and speed. So recommend actually white knuckling this thing, or not knuckling it, but holding on to the handlebar front. Anyways, time to walk through the other part of the park. Here's a couple rides as I walk through, but I'm not going to show off everything because that was in the last video and the next time I'll come here video. So make sure you check that out. Hold on, I see a dog. Hold on, I see a dog. This is why I need to come back. I could bring a dog. You guys know Coney's coming. You know Coney's getting some rides the next time I'm here. Speaking of new rides though, one thing that's currently under construction / being refurbed is they bought out an old buying curve. So they're currently reconstructing that. See, the first car is on the track, but obviously it's still in early stages. Knoebels, this is one of the things that makes you awesome. They actually go and save a bunch of old rides and like refurbish them, put them in the park. Case in point, the two main wooden coasters are literally just rebuilds of old coasters. So go them, please, for the love of God. Go Lakeside Park and buy out a freaking Leap today. That thing needs to be saved for multiple reasons. Next up on my to-do list for this visit is the Black Diamond Mine Ride. Something like that, whatever it's called. I think I got it right. Basically yet another one of those dark rides that has coaster elements. So like, it's a credit, but it's more like a dark ride that just has the coaster drop at some point probably. Should be cool. I mean, what do you guys say about a dark ride? It's a dark ride. Let's see how dark this ride is. So low expectations or whatever, that was actually a lot better than I was expecting. First of all, shout out to the ride ops that were recommending I sit in car 4 because apparently that's where you get most of the scenes and everything. But you can see right here, they do uplift hills. It is an actual roller coaster. And yeah, there was like multiple coaster sections to this thing. It wasn't just the one drop finale or whatever. There's actually a couple sections where like you went down a hill and got some speed for a little bit. So big shout out there. That automatically makes it better than the first gen ones. And yeah, there was a lot of cool theming to it, of course. Nice special effects, blacklit stuff. And overall, it's probably one of the best one of these dark ride coasters I've been on so far. So shout out to that. This is what the train looks like. You guys are interested. Just flew open the little gate, and there's a lap bar and seatbelt. Big thumbs up. Definitely underappreciated. All right, fine. We got time for a log flume ride. See, it's the same kind of right here that has the little cement trough to it, just like we rode earlier. And this is probably one of my favorite generic log flumes. It goes out in the woods, has a couple drops, a couple nice surprises to it. Would recommend. I got on the wrong line. You don't know how hard it is to walk past one of the greatest coasters ever made and not get in line for it. But we still got one last thing to do on the wish list today. This thing was down the first time I was here because it was under construction. Second time I was here, they were modifying the layout, so it was also under construction. You can say this is my white whale of Knoebels, but I'm about to ride it now. Flying turns. This is one of the only coasters in the world that has the whole bobsled style track where you just go through a thorough. But this one's all house built and it's not single car or like reptilia, I guess. I don't know. I'm in the viewing area. Let's see if it comes down in a sec. But remember, please supervise children. Oh, I hear it. I hear it coming. There we go. Yeah, it does that a lot. Just back and forth through the little half-pipe thingy. I swear to God, I just walked around this entire ride layout just to find the entrance. It's right here. Bad news, we got a line. Good news, the ops at Knoebels are literally insane, so hopefully it won't be too long and I can still get some Phoenix laps in. Don't forget, Knoebels has one of these. Hands down, the stupidest drop rides ever. Because once you get to the top, it's just drop. You don't wait, you don't hold, you just get up there. There you go. 3, 2, 7, 5, 8. Yeah, you just go. My backseat lane awaits. We're on the red one. Look at that theming. It's got like propellers and back propellers. I don't know. I'm not playing. This thing is deceptive in all the right ways. So it starts you off with this little lift hill into a little mini section of those boob-doops. Where you're just going back and forth and you're like, okay, cool, whatever. It's a fun ride. Look at the flyers go. Then you get to the main section. It's like a giant spaghetti bowl of S-curves going back and forth. And you are just flying through those. Like, you go in every curve, you're like, boom. You get in the next curve, you're like, boom. You go in the next curve, you're like, boom, boom, boom. And you just scale up those walls. It is insane the whip on that you get on these things. It's fun. I like it. I like it. I think I'll ride again because about half an hour left. But yeah, next time we definitely ride this multiple times. It's good. Oh my god, does it say pre-TSA? No, it's KSA. I thought it was TSA pre for a second. That is theming right there. That is some theming. Good job. Anyway, sadly, like I said, because that had a line, I don't think I have time for funny flat rides today, like the Awesome Flyers or Cosmotron right here. Ladies and gentlemen, Cosmotron, if no, you know. But that does give me just enough time to get a couple laps on Phoenix, so priorities. Hey, when you finish all your to-do list at Knoebels, now it's Phoenix time. You know, I had done a couple of cool things like the Antiques and Cosmotron or any other stuff. I literally can't stop. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Imagine walking up this line and getting in line for anything but 1-3. Couldn't be me. Alright, this is actually how fast the outs are. This is insane. They're out. Keeps in. Gets closed. And we checking. First in the back, first in the front. Big rush left bar. Crowd is hype, they should be. There's our clears. That was 30 seconds from train entering to train leaving. That is how you do off, ladies and gentlemen. There goes the tunnel doom. I think I get 1 or 2 more in. Jesus. I've been putting on the right side. I should be facing this way? I'm upside down? I don't know, I don't care. There is no other ride. That just generally has me grinning ear to ear, getting ejected as much as this the entire freaking ride. These guys are riding to get back in line. They have the right idea. That's all I'm gonna say. Since I'm probably doing this for the next 15 minutes, quick recap. Dorney Park, pretty neat. Iron Mess was awesome. Town was a really good ride. I mean, I'd say Steel Force is an okay airtime machine, but I'm literally riding Phoenix right now. It's a good park. It's a good park. Could be better. It's fine. You do half day there. Come here, pick Knoebels. We can just ride the Phoenix over and over. Or do other things, but let's be real here. We're just gonna ride Phoenix over and over. Want to help support me on this channel? Send me back to Phoenix so I could keep on going back to P1. Check out my page on Ko-Fi. TCG player. I am spilling in line like a madman. Grab the stuff.
He wants to go in the front.
May do a proper intro at the end, but always very stamina. Bye bye. See you next time. Alright, it's my last ride tonight. I got 6 rides in 3-1. 6 rides in the money seat in like the last 15-20 minutes. That's how you do this thing. Phoenix flies. The end. I'm not passed out when I get back to the hotel. Fast ride, baby! I wonder what Max like. I've honestly never bothered with AC that is a 3-1. The final chariot approaches. Honestly, the only thing I'm sad about is that by doing this marathoning, I'm not really able to show you any footage of the actual ride. But I don't care. We just got 6 rides on the best seat on Phoenix in about 20 minutes. We're about to do it one last time. Let's go. It's my happy place right here. This is back seat. This is back ride. It's my happy place. I already did the outro. What even is this? I already did the outro. Come Knoebels, ride Phoenix. End of story. Beauty, it is grace. And you wonder what happened in the last 10 billion years of coaster industry because this is already perfection right here. I don't even know anymore. Nicely going out. We are at the end of Knoebels. Everything's cutting down. I missed last Friday night by like one night. I don't care. Always embrace the infinite. Have a good day like you were if you're at Knoebels riding Phoenix. Alright, one last segment from the hotel, even though I already did like 2 different outros. Thank you for staying to the end. If you actually see this, make sure to comment coffee maker. But I remember in the car, one thing I wanted to compare because I completely forgot about it last time was El Toro to Phoenix, because famously the last time I went to Six Flags, the day after I went to Knoebels my first time, and completely forgot about the Legendary Infinite prefab. So ET, it's got a nice beginning. It's got that first drop just kind of yeets you out, especially in the backseat, which is really good. The 2 camelbacks right after that just kind of have standing airtime, even though it's restricted. And yeah, we acknowledge the Rolling Thunder Hill. That whole sequence is great. But take that standing airtime, give it a buzz bar, single actual buzz bar instead of just the Intamin prefab slap in your lap, boy. That standing airtime, just the entire ride instead, please. Just make it every single hill, every single element floating onto like the curves, even being still kind of floating, and maximize that times 73 or something, I don't know. We'll make El Toro a top 25 coaster, maybe. ET's no Phoenix. El Toro's no Phoenix. El Toro's no Phoenix. Phoenix beats the crap out of El Toro. End of story. Yeah, bye. Okay, bye. Bye.